think I'm recording. Am I recording? I think I'm recording. Well, clearly I'm recording. All right, guys. So next step, now that we are experts with adding and subtracting whole numbers, the next step is going to be adding and subtracting decimals, the same but different. But before we do, we have one more thing to tackle. So I want you to take a look at this picture. I took this picture after, I guess I should say before pumping gas, and I was looking at the prices of different types of gas. So there's regular unleaded gas, plus unleaded, and premium unleaded, the expensive kind. And if you take a look at the prices that are here, and let me grab my pointer here. If you look at the prices, what is wrong with these prices per gallon? So if you take a look at that, it might look strange because it should look strange. When you look at the price here, for example, this amount of money doesn't make sense. When we're dealing with money in our decimal Thuniverse, there's only room for two place values because we have a tenth of a dollar, which is a dime, and we have 100th of a dollar, which is a penny, and we don't have a coin smaller than a penny. So if you think about any amount of money you've ever seen, it only goes two place values into the Thuniverse to the 100th place. But if you ever go to a gas station, you're going to notice that they're going to charge you per gallon to the 1,000th of a dollar, which doesn't exist. And that's actually an optical illusion to mess with your eyes to make you think the gas is cheaper than it really is. Because what they actually do is they actually round the cost per gallon to the nearest 100th or the nearest penny. So if we take a look at this, if we round this particular amount to the nearest penny, well, our boss is going to be the one. And so the real cost per gallon is $2.92, which it doesn't look like that much when you look at the number. It looks like $2.91 with that random 9 there. So it's kind of to mess with your eyes. But we are going to be working on why we round decimals. So here's my exact pump that I did here. You can see how much I paid, $31.54. And you can see how many gallons I put into my car, 22 and 227 thousandths gallons. So if I ask the question about how many gallons did I pump into my car, we're going to take a look at this amount and we're just going to round it to the nearest whole number. Well, the whole number would be the 22. He doesn't get a raise. And so you could say that I pumped about 22 gallons into my car. Sometimes you don't need that exact amount. When you guys get your grades, for example, it doesn't give us whole percentage grades. It gives us decimal numbers. But our final grade, you'll never see me put 86 and 4/10 on your grade for your quiz. We always round our final grades to the nearest whole number. So Martha, if I round her percentage to the nearest whole number, the actual grade she would get would be an 86% because the 86 is the boss and he does not get a raise. But if you look at Joshua's number, if we're going to round 94 and 5/10 to the nearest whole number, the whole number is 94 and he would get a raise. So on his quiz, Joshua would get a 95%. So teachers round decimal numbers all the time. But one of the main reasons that we round decimals is so that we can estimate sums and differences. Sums means addition, difference means subtraction, because we're going to be moving into adding and subtracting with decimals, finding real sums and differences. But we have learned that one of the best ways to prevent big Bob mistakes is to estimate. But there's other reasons why we estimate. Here's a real life example. Let's say you're going to go shopping and you want to buy Minecraft, and I want to know about how much more does the game cost at Target than at Walmart. That word about means that I don't care the exact amount. I can simply estimate. So I can see that at Target, the cost is $19.99. Well, if I round that to the nearest dollar, that's about $20. And at Walmart, it costs $17.54. If I round that to the nearest dollar, the nearest whole dollar, that would be $18. So if I want to know about how much more it costs at Target, Well, how much more means the difference? The difference means subtraction, 20 minus 18. It costs about $2 more at Target than at Walmart. Here's another example, real life example. You need some potatoes, some beans, and some bread at the store. You can see their cost and you can see how much money you have, a $10 bill and 2 ones. Well, when I walk into the store, I don't walk in with paper and pencil. I don't walk in with a calculator, although we have our phones nowadays, but I can do a quick estimate to see if I have enough. I know the potatoes cost about $3. I know, rounding to the nearest whole dollar, the baked beans cost about $2, and the bread, rounding to the nearest whole dollar, is about $4. And I can quickly do some mental math. 3 plus 2 is 5, plus 4 is 9. I know that all together it costs about $9, and I have $12. So yeah, the estimated cost is about $9. We have $12. It looks like I should have enough money to buy all of this food. So that's a really good way to estimate. Here's another example. We got some bike riders here, and we have Bobby and John, and Bobby clearly rode the race faster than John. Bobby ran the race in about 84 seconds. John ran the race in about 96 seconds. If we want to know how much faster Bobby rode, we're looking for the difference between their speeds and their times. Difference means subtraction. So 96 minus 84 would be about 12 seconds faster. I don't really need that exact amount here. One of my favorite reasons why we estimate is to eliminate answers. If I have this problem, let's say in a warm up, I know that 2 and 8 tenths, well, that's about 3. And I know that 1 and 987 thousandths, that's about 2. And since this is an addition problem, 3 plus 2 is 5. So I know that the final answer, when I actually solve this, should be about 5. Well, clearly D doesn't make sense. 4,000 something, come on. And A is really nowhere close. So just that fast, with a quick trip to the spa, I can narrow it down to choices B and C. Obviously, it looks a little closer to C, but they're still both pretty close. All right. So why should we estimate every addition or subtraction of decimals question before you solve it? Really simple, not only to eliminate wrong answers, but also to check for the reasonableness of your actual answer. Reasonableness means, does my answer really make sense, or did I make some big Bob mistake? It is really preventing big Bob mistakes. So you are going to practice estimating sums, addition, and differences, subtraction. And the next activity you're going to be doing is a couple tic-tac-toes. So you're going to open the document. You will not be able to type on the document, all right? You are going to grab a piece of scrap paper and just make a blank tic-tac-toe board. You don't need to copy the problems. You can see the problems on your screen. Instead, you're just going to make the tic-tac-toe board so you can do the work in the right spot, so you know if you're getting tic-tac-toe. And then you're going to, and I'll show you how to do this in a minute, you're going to go ahead and you're not solving. We're simply estimating, finding out about what the answer would be, a quick trip to the spa. I'm also going to provide you with the next set of things in the Google Classroom, the answer key. So I want you to be honest. Your goal is to try to get 3 in a row on each of the 2 tic-tac-toes. So if you get one wrong, put an X in that box. You have to try and find another way. Be honest, this is your chance to learn. So let's say that the problem in the tic-tac-toe box was this: 4 and 32 hundredths plus 1 and 5 tenths. All we're doing is a quick trip to the spa. So we're going to round our decimals to the nearest whole number. This would be about 4, 1 and 5 tenths. The 1 does get a raise. It's about 2. This is an addition problem. Make sure you put the correct symbol because it could be addition or subtraction. And a quick 4 plus 2 is 6. I know the answer will be about 6. And you will see in the answer key, you will see this exact estimated number sentence in red so that you can figure out, did I make a rounding mistake? Did I make an addition subtraction mistake? Did I make a fact mistake? You can kind of see if you made a mistake where you went wrong. So again, if you had a problem like this, rounding each one to the nearest whole number, this number rounds to about 10. This number rounds to about 3. This is a subtraction problem, so I need to make sure I subtract in my estimate as well. And 10 minus 3 it's about 7. So you're going to go ahead and you are going to go to the next activity, sorry, and that's the tic-tac-toe. Your goal is to get 1 tic-tac-toe on each of the tic-tac-toes. There's 2 of them for you. Quick trip to the spa, guys. It shouldn't be too stressful at all.